Hi friends, it's Laura. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited about today's video because I have an absolutely epic thrift haul for you. I'm so excited about all of the stuff that's in here. I cannot wait to show it to you. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Laura. Hi, and I sell women's vintage clothing online on sites like eBay and Etsy, a little bit on Poshmark and Depop every now and then, and also on a platform called Whatnot, which is like a live auction platform. It's sort of like YouTube meets eBay, right? So I went shopping today to get stuff for my Whatnot show for tomorrow and for just in general reselling, although I have so much stuff that I need to list on Etsy and eBay. It's ridiculous. But it was such a good day today. So pretty much everything that I got today is going to be on Whatnot at some point, maybe not all tomorrow. I'm super excited about it. I'm just going to get into it and start showing you because there's so much cute stuff. I am so excited about it. So first up, I did get my little hanger to help me with my stuff today. So this is the first piece that I got, this cute little like wrap style dress. Look how adorable that is with the little rainbow stripe things. I love it so much. It's like a t-shirt material. It's really cute. This was $5. I did have an extra 20% off today. So every Wednesday I go to the thrift because it's Senior Citizen Day and they consider me a senior citizen because they start at 50. I'll take it for 50% off. So I get 50% off of 4 colors. The fifth color is not on sale, which today was green, but I'm also part of a rewards program. So once I build up enough points, I get an additional 20% off of my entire purchase. So I got the 20% off today, and I still have enough points to get 20% off again at another point in time. So I'm just going to tell you what the price was for everything before the 20% off because we're not going to go nuts here, right? But this was marked at $5. It was not on sale. So look how adorable this is. I love it. It's a longer length. And this is, I would say, maybe 70s or 80s, right? That's the only tag that's in there. But like, look at how cute this is. Now, part of me sort of wants to keep this, but I don't think this is going to be a keeper because everything's always a keeper to me. So sometimes you got to like rein it in a little bit. All right, this next one, oh, I really want to keep this too. And I won't, but probably not. Here's the other thing too. I haven't tried any of these things on yet. So that's always the danger, right? Once you try it on and you see what it looks like on you. This is probably a nightgown situation of some sort. I love this. Look at the different prints in this. This is so cute. Got a little bit of a wider sleeve. The tag has been cut out. So I don't know what this was. I forget. It looks like a brand that's like right there, and it doesn't want to like come all the way out of my brain yet. This was $4. So freaking cute. This is not going to go into a show yet. It's hard to see, but it looks like there's some very light yellowing in here and maybe like 1 or 2 other spots. It's very subtle, but I probably am going to see if I can get that out before I try and stick this into any kind of Whatnot show and or my closet. Be an awful shame if none of that stuff would come out and then I had to keep it. Anyway, so cute. I love this. All right, let's see. We're moving on to the next one as I toss all these way behind you. Okay. Next up is this cute little garment. This is like a jacket of sorts. Let me see. I think I have to at least do one snap so that you can get a good... I don't think that's... Was that where that was... Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that you can figure out what's going on here. So I'll snap that one. Maybe that is at the collar. Yeah. Hold place. No, there's something that's not okay here. What am I doing? This is exactly what you tuned in for, isn't it? It's like, let's watch Laura. Oh, I'm going to need to do a repair on this one. Okay. So this is a jacket, probably like 60s era based on the silhouette. I couldn't get this to do what I needed it to do. It's supposed to be, there's a snap that I have to fix. Both parts of the snap are here, but one part of the snap should be over here. So I'm going to have to fix that, but that's okay. This is really cute, right? Like a little, just little jacket, little fancy dress jacket. This was $3. It's really adorable. There's no tag on the inside, but just the silhouette in general. It's very 60s. So, and I love this collar. It's so cute. But I will have to fix that snap, so that's not going to be in Whatnot's show tomorrow. I have more than enough inventory for Whatnot's show tomorrow. I haven't put any of it in yet, but I have more than enough. All right, let's see. Next up is this dress. This, I have a themed show coming up on Whatnot that is today. As I'm filming this video, it is Wednesday. And I have my regular weekly Whatnot show, which is Thursday mornings. But then I also have a witchy theme Whatnot show happening on Sunday. And that is in conjunction with some other sellers. And so this dress is going to be for the witchy show, which I'm very excited about. So I don't really know the era on this. I'm guessing 70s, just based on some of the construction. There are no tags in this. Let's see. So it's like this long dress, right? And you can see all that like burnout velvet situation. But it's got this whole thing going on. So what's really cool is from the back, this is really just a big long cape. In the front, and it sort of acts almost as like sleeves as well. It's sleeveless underneath here. And then it's kind of like attached as like, it's very interesting. I can't wait to see what this looks like when I get it on. Also, I hope that this looks good because I spent $15 on this. And that was kind of a lot, which means that when I put it into my witchy show on Whatnot, it's going to have to go for like $30 because, you know, I got to make some money. So the construction, this has a liner, and I mean, I'm going to try and show you some construction. This is sort of some of the seams in the liner, which are just, you know, they just look a little bit older, right? Like we don't really see seams constructed quite like that anymore. And I don't know, I'm not confident in saying that it's handmade, but just, you know, like this is sort of some of the construction at the neckline. So anyway, I think it's really cool looking. I'm hoping that it looks pretty epic. It seems to look pretty epic so far, and I spent $15 on it, so fingers crossed that it is epic. All right, let's see. Next up, hold on, I got to get this thing out. This is a little 3-parter, and it's not something that I normally do, but I had to rescue this. So I don't do a whole lot of hard goods anymore. I love a lot of hard good stuff, but I don't like shipping it or packaging it a lot of the time. And I just have found a really comfortable niche with women's vintage clothing. I like men's vintage clothing. I kind of like kids' vintage clothing, but I also hate it. And I like hard goods and linens and all that kind of stuff, but really I'm so focused on the women's vintage clothing that that's kind of all I do. But this thing was really adorable. It's a 3-parter, and they had all 3 parts like separated and priced separately. So I felt like I had to rescue them so that they would stay together the way they were meant to be. So the first thing that I found was this little guy. So I'll show you this side because there's no price tag. So it's like a little duck kind of thing, right? And it's all painted on this black sort of, and you can see on the bottom here, it's like a very deep brown. This is called redware. And so typically what it is it's this red clay kind of thing, and it's glazed with the black, which is, I don't know, fired on, kiln, you know, stuck in a kiln, whatever. And then on top of the black glaze, they put this painted design. And I've got other pieces that are similar to this. I like it a lot. The paint comes off over many years, can come off easily. So I'm always very careful when I wash these. Like I don't use the scrubby side of a sponge. I try not to even use like the sponge or soap if I can avoid it, because sometimes if it's been long enough, the paint will kind of be degraded. I'm a little nervous about this sticker, but you know, anyway, so that's the first piece I found. This was $1, right? So I was like, okay. And I knew what this was, and I'll show you in a second if you're not familiar. Then I found this one, right? So obviously they're friends, and this one has a little lid, okay? And that's all painted on, taped on, which I'm also not thrilled with, but we're gonna see how that goes, okay? And that was $3. $3. Highway robbery. And then the third piece that I found was this guy, bigger. This was also $3, and you can see there's some like chippiness to the paint here, right? And like some of the paint seems to be sort of missing around here. He's cute. And so what these do is, and then look how cute. Now these might need to be reversed. that lid might go, I don't know. But anyway, I knew that this was what it was supposed to look like. And I've seen these before in the form of cats, and I've seen them in the form of deer. I actually have, I think I have it listed. I have one part of the deer version that I have listed somewhere online. And I just thought it was so cute. So I paid like $7 for this total. And I looked it up on Etsy super quick, and some of them were going in the neighborhood of like $50, $55, but I don't know if that's including shipping or not. And then of course I have to like bubble wrap this sweet bejesus out of all these so that they don't break and that somebody can like punch them across a soccer field without them being damaged. Like it's a lot, but I had to like save them and let them stay together so that they wouldn't be separated. All right, we're going to put them over here. And we're going to unstack you so that I don't inadvertently knock you all over. All right, but they're so cute. I love them. Okay, next up is this dress. This is a modern piece, and it's probably, and I say modern, it's probably from like the 2010s-ish era. This is most likely going to be for me, although I think I could sell it easily. It's a Free People dress, okay? And here's it's got one of these great handkerchief hems. It's very like gauzy cotton. This is stretchy, sort of smocky. I had this dress years ago in white, and it was really cute. I loved it. I don't know what I did with it. This is mark size large, so we'll see if it fits me. If I recall, it was like pretty open down in this area. So with this being a large, which I paid zero attention to when I bought this, here's the tag. Maybe it won't look the way it's supposed to look. Anyway, but this was $3.50, and I love it. I mean, I think I can sell it easily. I think I could even put this in the witchy whatnot show. And I think with like one modern item, nobody's going to care. I don't like mixing modern pieces into my vintage shows because I don't like going into vintage shows and being presented with modern items. That's just me. But I don't like to then do that. But every now and then, if I get something really cool that happens to be modern, I'll throw it in. But it's literally like one piece in a single show every like 6 months. So, All right, next, this thing is so cool. And I think it is legit vintage. I was so excited. There's a lot of like fast fashion pieces that are like this now, but look at this. Now, the reason that I say that I feel like it's legit vintage is it feels like that 70s acrylic yarn. Now, maybe it's more modern. I don't know. But like the colors are amazing. I'm so stoked about this. This was $4, which, yes, please. There are no tags in it. The fast fashion versions all do put tags in. Also, this seems like it's actually knit. There's no side seams at all. Okay. And you've got your little bits of like little yarn tails and everything. So I do think that this is legitimately a hand knit piece at the very least. And, it's so cute. Do I want to keep this? Maybe. Depends on what it looks like on me. It is so cute. It's so cute. I love it. Adorable. I'm so excited about all of this stuff today. I'm really grateful because it is energizing me so much. When I started filming this video today, it was probably like 4:30 in the afternoon. And I still need, after I film this video and upload it and write all the crap that I need to write into YouTube and find a stupid thumbnail, which always takes me way longer than it needs to take. After I do all that, I have to write 30 descriptions for my whatnot pieces, take all their measurements, and take photos, which I model, and then get them all like on hangers and renumber all my little hangers. And I'm going to be up until 8 million o'clock tonight, which I'm not excited about, but I am feeling very energized and I'm trying to take advantage of that. And I'm talking too much. Okay. Next up, this is a really cute dress that may also be a candidate for the, what are we doing here? I don't know what's happening here. Okay. This may also be a candidate for the witchy era whatnot show, but this is like a Y2k, maybe 90s. Dress. I was going to say slip dress. I don't know if it's really a slip dress. Look at that. So it's like, black sparkly mesh over something else. I thought that maybe was a hole, but that's the flower design. So this is really cute. It was marked at $15, but it was 50% off. So it was $7.50. So that's good. And then there's the tag for that. and it's just really cute. And the back is just, you know, the back. It's adorable. So I'm very excited about this. I don't know, it doesn't have to go in the witchy show, but it might. So when I was trying to think of witchy, I tend to think of like very Stevie Nicks style, like super flowy, big sleeves, all that kind of stuff, which like I wish every piece in the show was going to be like that. But also I was thinking a lot of like, you know, Practical Magic with Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman, Charmed, of course, with like Alyssa Milano, Shannon Doherty, Rose McGowan, and then who played Piper? I don't remember that actress's name, but I like her a lot. And like The Craft and all of those like 90s era witchy movies, right? And so like that dress to me is more like, you know, Charmed type of style. Let's see. Okay, this was a cute little skirt. It's tiny-ish. My guess is going to be like 26-inch waist. I don't think it's like minuscule. This was $4. It was not on sale. But look at how happy and cute she is. Look at that brand. I don't think there's tags in here, to me. Is it sad? I did not even look. There are 0 tags. I think it's handmade. Little nylon zipper, you know. Construction. Looks like that. It's so adorable. I think it's so cute. I love it. And yes, it's a little summery, but also today's October 7th-ish, maybe. And it was like 75 degrees out today. So I love that. It's still summer in my mind. This piece is not a whatnot piece. This is going to go directly to eBay eventually. I don't know when, because I have a very large backlog of lingerie pieces that I need to post on eBay. Look at those. Ha ha ha. Sexy little beast. These are panties. So it's got like, you know, that's the crotch. And it's just this very pretty little lacy butt. So cute. I did try to find a matching top or bra or something to this, but I did not find one. That's the tag. And this was $1.50. So yay. And I say eBay. I mean, this is going to go up on all the platforms. I cross-post everything everywhere. But like in my mind, this is going to be an eBay sale. So maybe it'll sell on Etsy or Depop or Poshmark. You never know, but probably eBay. Let's see. This is another one that is either eBay or maybe I'll do a lingerie show for Whatnot. For Valentine's Day era. I have a bunch of these kind of vintage teddy things also that have been waiting 120 years to get posted online. So I thought, you know what? It's not a thing that I typically think of for Whatnot, but if I advertised it in advance for a lingerie show, and I think especially here on YouTube, because I get a lot of lingerie followers here on YouTube, it's so funny because all of the content that I put out is related to reselling in women's vintage clothing. But I have one video from like 5 years ago where I found a large quantity of Victoria's Secret Y2K panties. And that panty video is like viral for me, for sure. And I get the most attention. That video gets more attention than anything else on this channel, which I just think is funny. So anyway, for those of you who are here from the panty video, you may end up being interested in a Whatnot show if it's all lingerie and I advertise it well. So we'll see. That might happen. We're only in October. That would be February. So I don't know. Probably January. Okay, next. Anyway, I'm rambling today. Next up is this. I don't know if this is Y2K or just modern, but it's cool. It's just a cool tank top. It might be for me. I'm not sure. So here's the shirt, right? And then the back looks like this. So this part I'm not super thrilled with because it's kind of cheesy and cheap, but I like this thing. I like this like patchy stuff, right? I had a tank top very similar to this that I thrifted a while back. It was black and it had like the Ramones on here. And I'm not like, you know, if you're like, oh, name 5 songs, or I don't fucking know, okay? I know that there's one song that I know that they sang, but I don't know what it is. Like I have a bad time connecting songs with bands. But anyway, I just like the shirt, okay? And this, it was cut this same way, right? It had the patchiness and then it had this like fun Y back thing. So that's kind of why I got this. This is what the tag on this is. I don't know what that means. And this was $3. It was not on sale. And I just think it's a cool shirt. So I will see if it fits me. And if it does, I'll keep it. If it doesn't, I'll look it up and see if it's worth reselling. If it's not worth reselling, then I'll donate it to my local thrift guy. But I, as of right now, plan on either keeping it or reselling it. Okay, let's see. Next up, what are you? Oh, this is cute. I almost forgot about this because I found it so close to the end of my trip. This is just vintage lingerie. It's really pretty. Little. It doesn't look like much on camera here because it won't show up well, but it's got like this black lace bodice. This ties around, so you've got like this empire waist situation. That'd be very cute. And then it's just a long nightgown thing. It's got sheer chiffon straps, which is adorable. We have a tag in here somewhere. It's a vintage Kaiser. And this was $5. I might put this in the Witchy Show. We'll see what it's, it's just, why would I put it in the Witchy Show? Because it's black. That's literally the only reason why. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe not. But otherwise, it would just go in a regular Whatnot show to start. And if, all of these things that I put into Whatnot shows, if they don't sell on Whatnot, then eventually I'll put them into Etsy, eBay, whatever. In general, my Whatnot pieces, I usually start them at $15. They are all auctions, so there is always the chance that it'll sell for more than what I start the auction for. But often it sells for what my starting price is. So it's a very tight margin for making any kind of money, but it's very reliable for me. It's definitely a volume business for me with Whatnot. Next up is this blouse, which I think is pretty cool. I know that I've been trying to get away from the secretary blouse and dress thing, but every now and then there's one that still catches my heart a little bit. The sleeves on this were a big part of the draw because they're a little bit more volume in them. And then it's got this cowl neck situation. I like the print a lot, as you probably can tell, because it's a print that's obnoxious and I love it. This is also 100% silk, which helps. This was $4. And that's the tag. So I think it's really cool. I think it'll be really pretty, tucked into something high-waisted so it's bloused out and then it's got shoulder pads and the sleeves are full of volume. I think it'll be really pretty. So I'm excited about that. All right, let's see. Next up, this is absolutely adorable. It's very 90s Scooby-Doo, which I know I had something in last week's video that I also said was very 90s Scooby-Doo, which I think is correct. This is a maxi skirt. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? Very Scooby-Doo colors. And I say 90, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Freddie Prinze Jr. Scooby-Doo. That one. There's the tag. And it was $5. Very cute. I just saw something though. I feel like there's a little stitch that's popped. Yeah. So I'm going to have to fix that a little bit. It should be okay though. There's a dart here on the side, and over here, the dart is popped open pretty far. It needs to, yeah, it's this is how long it is. And over here, it's just burp. So I have to fix that. So, I mean, it's not critical, but I'd like to fix it before I try and list it. So next up is this is another little 90s or Y2k era piece. This is so freaking cute. This reminds me again of Empire Records kind of style, maybe a little bit of a Delia's catalog. It's this very gauzy sweater knit, very slightly belled sleeve. Look at this. And it's got this little ribbon, a cute little tie. It's very sort of minimalist fairy core. See-through, so cute. Right, look at that. Oh, so adorable. Slightly cropped, not really cropped, but you know, maybe not, but this is marked size small. This was $5 also. And that's the tag, aqua. It's so cute. And what is this made out of? Yeah, it is 45% mohair. So really, really cute. Look at those sleeves. Okay. Would look really adorable with the Scooby-Doo skirt. Oh, it matches so well. Okay. Next up, I'm so excited about so many of these pieces today. I'm telling you. All right, next is this little tater. A little 90s Y2K era slip dress. It's much longer. I just don't want to stand up 100 times. I probably should. Never mind. For the sake of my thighs. There we go. It's not really like a squat, but there we go. It's as much exercise as I'm getting today, apparently. So that's the tag. And this was $3. So I love it. It's so cute. It's got this little tie so you can tie the waist a little bit more snug. So adorable. I love it. Would maybe look cute with that mohair. No, they're not the right colors. Okay. All right. Next is another like 90s or Y2K era slip dress. And this one's a plus size. This one I got with the witchy show in mind also. It's very sort of like fairy core, right? It's pretty. And then I don't normally stand up this much in videos. I don't know why I feel compelled to do it so much today. Anyway, I thought this was really pretty. And this is the tag. This is the tag. Chesley. And this was marked size 2XL. Which like it didn't look like it to me at first, but that's because of the way it hangs. So, you know. And so I think that's fun. I actually have a handful of plus size pieces to offer in these shows, which I'm excited about because I don't get too many plus size pieces. But I feel like lately I've been manifesting some better ones. I mean, I find plus size stuff a fair amount of the time, but it's always like 90s or later and like very, not very attractive. So I've been finding cuter pieces that I actually would be excited to buy, you know, like sometimes I've bought plus size stuff just because it's plus size and vintage, but these are pieces that I'm excited to buy just because I'm excited to buy them. And then they happen to be plus size. So that's like ideal in my opinion. Next, this is another plus size piece, which is definitely going in my witchy show. And I just think this is very cool. It's got a little bit of gold shimmer in there, right? It's like kind of an accordion crinkly type of fabric. And a little tie there. Here's the tag. Mix it. And then there's that tag. And this was $5. So I feel like it's prettier in person. Like I'm not as impressed with what I see in the viewfinder as I am with what I see in person, but hopefully we'll be able to style it and make it look adorable. All right, next. Next is another cute little like 90s charmed Scooby-Doo, maybe the craft type of vibes. Just a little mini dress, so cute. There's the tag. And which I think is funny now because like, you know, pre-2020 CDC, you never really thought about like it's obviously a clothing brand, but like now CDC is just automatically the CDC to me, you know. This was $4. I guess it's a good thing they're a vintage brand because can you imagine being called CDC and then 2020 happened and that would be unfortunate. Okay. Let's see. Next up, I've got this cutie patootie. What did I want to put? Oh, I know what I wanted. No, I don't. Sorry, I'm talking to myself a lot. Let's see. I'm going to skip that one because I feel like that looked good with something else and I wanted to show you. All right, here's another plus size dress that I also think has like very sort of fairy core witchy kind of vibes. There's the tag, Arnhem Richards, and it's 20, what's it marked? 24W. It's WP, so it's women's petite, but I took a chance on it anyway. I feel like petite stuff is hard because I don't know that many people are looking for petite sizing, and maybe that's just me. I know that in like the 90s, there was a lot of petite size marketing, but I feel like we don't get that quite as much anymore, but I could be wrong. Anyway, this is the dress. I think it's such a beautiful print. And I have another one that's very similar to this aesthetic, that's in like a sage green that I have for the witchy show. And that's totally what I thought of when I saw this. So it's so pretty. I love the colors and I think it's going to be really beautiful. I don't know if I have anything, like ideally I would love to style this with some sort of like cardigan or something, but I don't know that I have anything that'll be good with it. This was $4. So, all right, there we go. Let's see. Next up, these I think are modern, but I thought they were really cool. And I did not look them up, but I also think that they're potentially expensive. Let's put it that way. So these are the pants. They're these leopard or cheetah, right? And then they've got that little cinched ankle. So that's really fun. That's a great silhouette. It's so much fun. And that's a close-up of the fabric. These were $5. And hold on, I just want to see if I can find the fiber content real quick. I'm guessing polyester, but you never know. Be nice if, oh, they're silk. They are silk. Okay, so they're 100% silk. And they are Nili Lotan, which I know can be an expensive brand. I don't know if it's always an expensive brand. Oh, you can't really see that tag, but Nili Lotan. So I was attracted to the leg of these. And then when I saw that it was Nili Lotan, I definitely got it. Now, had I seen these, like if I had seen the leg on these and then they turned out to just be some like modern brand, like some ho-hum modern brand, I probably would have left them behind. Because they were Nili Lotan and I like the silhouette, I got them. They're large, size large. There are no pockets, but very cool. So I would totally put these in a Whatnot show. If they end up being very valuable, I'll probably sell them on eBay directly. A lot of times my guide is essentially like, if it would sell for more than $100, then I'm putting it on eBay or Etsy. If it would go for less than that, I kind of just stick it on Whatnot and see what happens, right? Which again, might be like, well, why would you put it on Whatnot for $15 when you can sell it on Etsy for $80? Because, or whatever, on eBay, whatever. Because sometimes I can sell it for $80 on eBay, but it sits for 2 years, 3 years, 7 years. So, so Whatnot is a nice, quick turnover. And sometimes I get surprised with what things go for. So this sweater is really cute. This was $2, which was great. So here's the sweater. And you're like, what the F is that? Maybe you know exactly what this is and you're a cultured human being. I am not. Anyway, but that's what's on the front. Plain sweater in the back. White Stag, Picasso. So I thought that was really cool. And so here's some close-up of the graphic. And we've got a little Picasso signature down there. Right now, this I probably am going to hold off for eBay, Etsy, whatever. I did a super quick Google search. I did not find this particular sweater. I did find other White Stag Picasso sweaters. I can't remember what they were going for or what they were listed for, because most of them were not even on like eBay. They were on weird alternative sites and things like that. So I'm going to do a little more research before I put it up on Whatnot. I mean, I might end up putting it on Whatnot. But again, depends on kind of what it could go for elsewhere. So, but it's such a fun piece. So, all right, let's see. Next. Oh, there's so many cute pieces. Okay, what is this? These are cute. Summertime, but you can't help when you find the good stuff. I love these things. I love these like floral denim and stuff from the 90s. These were $2. Can't beat that. And where is your little name? There you are. No excuses. I feel like there was no tag in here on the inside. Oh, there is. It's just far away. There it is. So, you know, you got your 100% cotton denim. They're marked size 11. I feel like they're going to be smaller than that. I feel like they might be like a modern 6-ish. But there's the print. So cute. I love these. I think they're adorable. So even though, I mean, again, I might throw them up on Whatnot now, but even if I end up holding on to them for the summer, sometimes especially because I'm always trying to get 30 new pieces of inventory in each Whatnot show that I do, I might throw it into the Whatnot show tomorrow, but then pull it out after that and hold on to it for the summer. I don't know. We'll see. So, Okay. Next up, I have so many fun things that I'm trying, I like to save my better pieces for last, like my favorites for last, so that it's ending on a real high note. I have a lot of favorites today. All right, next up is this top, which I think is so pretty. This is 100% silk, and I just really like the print. It's got this cute little ruffle neckline. Okay, there's the sleeves. I like that it's sheer. And it's a size extra large and 100% silk, so that's nice. And this was $5, so there we go. All right, next up. All right, this thing, I love this thing. It would have been part of a 2-piece set, and of course, could I find the second piece? No. I'm really mad about it, but I still think this is adorable. I have to figure out how to style/market it. Because I have to give somebody inspiration on how they are going to be able to wear this. So this is the piece. Okay. This is so adorable. It looks like a little mini dress, except it's not, because this down here, totally open. This would have gone over either like some shorts, hot pants kind of thing, maybe a pair of like cigarette pants, but I suspect this either went over like hot pant kind of shorts or a romper. So this zips down the front. It has a tie here, tie at the neck, but it's so adorable, right? Little orange polka dots, little metal zipper. It's just so cute. And I really wish I had found the second piece, but I didn't. So we'll see. And this was $2.50. For $2.50, I'm just going to have to figure out how to make it like super fun to wear. I'll figure it out. I don't know how, but we'll do it. We'll figure it out. Okay. Let's see. What is this one? This one's cute. I love this. This dress is probably like 70s era. It's new old stock. There. It's sort of like a little sundress. Again, this is, that's the front. I think that's the front because of that lace there, that little eyelet lace. So there's the print, really adorable. This is, it feels like cotton. It might be a poly cotton blend. You've got these little waist ties here. It also has little waist ties in the back. So I assume that you would tie each of them on the sides. Like, I don't think this is meant to be tied together here. I think the two, whatever, you got it. You figure it out. There's the whole skirt. Now, the thing with this is that it's kind of like cheap, right? It's very, here's the tag for the original little tag that's on it. And it also feels very crispy, like new old stock kind of crispy, you know. This was $2.50. So that was an easy decision. But this was like a very cheaply made, you know, you don't have wide seams or anything. It's pretty thin fabric. I don't know if there's any tags in here, honestly. I don't think I saw any. I don't, oh, there we go. Sweating my face off. But there's no fiber content tag or anything like that. So, you know, I think that this would have been like this probably would have been in like, I don't know, a Kmart or something in the 70s, but it's so freaking cute. And it was $2.50. So I feel like I can, even if I list it for like $10, you know, it's adorable. And it's really fun. And I think it would be like somebody would totally be willing to spend 10. I mean, probably somebody would be willing to spend 15, but it makes me feel a little bit better if I say 10, even though I'm not making a lot of money when I do that, but that's okay. It's very cute. I love it. Okay, let's see. Next up is this skirt. I didn't look this up. I mean, it's not like a brand or anything, but I didn't look it up to see if the vibe is still hitting, so to speak. But it's a Southwestern print skirt, really cute. It's got like that kind of Ralph Lauren aesthetic to it, you know. It does seem like it's going to be a smaller size. It's marked size 4. It is made in the USA and it is 100% wool. So there's a little size tag and there's that little paper tag. This was $4. So, and it's fully lined, like it's really nice. So I think it's adorable, and it didn't have any like little critter holes or anything. So I was excited about it. I think that's a really nice find. All right. Next up, where do we go next? I got so many cute things. All right, let's do this one. No, not that one. Do this one. This is a cute skirt that I almost didn't get, but I think it's fun because of the graphic. I feel like this is probably Adriana Papel. This is the only tag that's in there, but that looks very Adriana-esque. And this is the skirt. Originally, I stuck it into my cart because I thought that maybe I would find a blouse that matched. A lot of times this would have been sold as some sort of two-piece set. I did not find a blouse that matched, but I still thought it was cute. So I stuck it in there and I kept it. This was $2, which is, again, you know, sort of a no-brainer, right? So, and yeah, it's cute. I like that. So, next, this is another, like, sort of more inexpensive but adorable piece. Where'd your front go? Let's get this on a hanger. So it's another little like sundressy looking situation. And these are all little sailboats. Look at it. I'm sorry, umbrellas? I thought it was sailboats. They're beach umbrellas. Same thing, obviously. Sailboat, umbrella. Little pocket. It's got a little tie there that's decorative and does not do anything functional, but it's cute. Little stripey stripe. So very sweet. I don't think there's any tags in this. It's got very handmade vibes. So hopefully it looks cute when I put it on. We'll see. But I thought it was adorable. Although I also thought it was sailboats, but whatever. It's still cute. Did I tell you how much it was? I feel like I did. $2.50. $2.50. Nice. Okay. Next. Oh, this one's good. Let's do this one. This is just another little goofy ass vintage t-shirt. It's soft and thin and really nice, but it's just like a goofy thing. It was $1.50 and it's just a red vintage t-shirt. The graphic is YMCA, Westfield, distance run, 5K. Westfield is a town in New Jersey. And then the back, soft and juicy bubble yum. Haha. So very cute. It's got single seam stitching and it's, like I said, nice and thin and soft. And then this is the tag. Ooh. So adorable. I thought that was fun. And I would stick this in a Whatnot show for like $5. And I've done that a couple times in the past. Sometimes they get bid up a little bit. Sometimes they sell for $5, but it's still cool. Like, again, it's a nice, you know, it's like a hipstery, ironic kind of little t-shirt that's super comfortable. And is it worth spending $5 on? Totally. Is it worth spending, you know, 10, 15, 20, whatever? You know, if I list that on Etsy, I probably would list it for $29, but that's also just because I got to account for like shipping and fee, you know. So Whatnot, I mostly don't pay for shipping on Whatnot. But all right, next up is this little 90s skirt. This is really cute. Hold, please. I got to button it so you can see it. It's a maxi length, which I like. What is happening here? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. Okay. So just a sweet little flower print. Really pretty. There's the tag. Okay, cute. And then I think that that's what I found this other shirt that I was thinking I would pair it with. This maxi skirt was $2. So, hello. And then I got this little tank top, which doesn't look super exciting here. It's this, you know, little stripe, but also it's got seams that give it some shape. So it's kind of nipped in at the waist. It's got like seams for the bust. So I think that's going to be really cute when it's on. And that's CDW. And this one was $3. And I think that those two could look cute together. I feel like I also thought of this going with something else that's in there, but I can't remember what. Doesn't matter. So that's fine. Those two. Okay. Moving along. All right, this next one, you're going to think I'm crazy for how much money I spent on this. And I also agree with you. But I really liked it. I saw this last week and I didn't get it because I think that last week it was not on sale. Even on sale, it's a lot of money, but it was 50% off for me today, and I just really love it. The sad part is I don't think that it'll fit me. I'll be able to get it on, but I don't think I think it'll look a little snug on me. But it's a vintage Lucky Brand cardigan, and I just thought it was so freaking pretty. And I definitely have a soft spot for this era of Lucky Brand, like the 90s Y2k era. Obviously I love purple. So I thought this was so cute. I think part of the reason it looks so cute is because it's so tiny here, and then just got such a tiny little waist, and it's not going to look like that on me. It's not going to look like that probably on most people. And I think that's half of what attracted me to it, is it's just looks really cute. But this was marked at $25 fucking dollars, which is crazy town. So it was 50% off for me, which brings it down to $12.50. And then I did have the 20% off on top of that. So I spent about $10 on this. So I won't put this in a Whatnot show. I did look it up online while I was waiting in line, and I saw one or two of these listed. I saw one listed for like $35, another one listed for less. I can't remember how much less. So I would probably list this for like $39, again, because I'm doing that to include the shipping in the price. My pricing is all a little different. On Etsy and Depop, I include shipping in the cost. On eBay and Poshmark, the shipping is not included in the cost, but also I feel like eBay and Poshmark are much more offer heavy, which is part of the reason why I price things the way that I do. And on eBay, I do free returns. So you can return anything to me within 60 days on eBay, and I pay the return shipping. So that's another reason why I don't pay the upfront shipping. It's just, I've fallen into this particular pattern. Maybe I'll reevaluate all that pricing at some point, but I don't know. eBay, I'm going to be honest, is going to be difficult for me to do free shipping and then also do free returns, but I don't get that many returns, knock on wood. So anyway, that's really cute. I kind of want to keep it, but I don't know if I will. I don't know that I'll like the way it looks on me, but we'll see. All right, next. This is so freaking cute. Hold on, I want to get it on the hanger for you. This is a romper. Look how adorable this is. So you got a little flappy guy there, and then you got your little rompy romps, little shorty shorts. And this is like that stretchy nylon polyester kind of material. It's got a metal zipper down the back. Metal zipper. So adorable. It's got this little bow here, right? So cute. I love this so much. There are no tags in this. This was $3 fucking dollars. $3. I'm going to show you some inside construction just because it's old and it's fun to look at. What are you doing, friend? There we go. Okay. So there's some of the construction on the inside, right? You got that guy there. That's the seams. And then you got this little bit of lining on the top. It's just so cute. I love it. I love it so much. Oh, God. So nice. Anyway, very stoked for this. There were so many cute, like 60s pieces today, which you haven't seen half of them yet. Not half of them. I have a handful of more things to go. We're getting there. All right, next. This thing is not vintage. I picked this up because fuck yes, I picked this up. It's so goddamn cute. I am planning to probably put it in my witchy show. This was marked at $2, which is insane. It's a fanny pack, and it's shaped like leaves, okay? Like, how fantastic is that? Perfect for like the Renaissance Festival. Tell me this isn't fairycore, forestcore, witchy, all of those things, right? Just like fucking stunning. And I didn't even tell you the best part yet. So here's like one of the pockets, right? You got your little leaf that folds over. And then you got these two little, let me see, this one's undone already, I think. No. Like smaller pockets there on the side. And then on the inside that goes against your body, you have another little pocket here. And then this is the brand. And this talisman design, or Talismana Designs, this is an Etsy shop. So I looked these up. She has these listed on Etsy currently. This sells for like $55 on Etsy, which personally, fuck yes. Like, oh my God, this is so freaking cool. I love this. And it's really beautifully made. I am telling you, like, please, dear God, let me remember to link her shop in my description. And if you see this and I haven't done that, please fucking remind me, because it's gorgeous. Like, I love this thing. Hold on, let's see. Right? I mean, like, oh God, look at that. It's so cute. I'm talking myself into this, but I have a belt bag already. This is so cute. Oh, it's adorable. I really love this. And it's just beautifully made. I can't talk about it enough. It's so good. It's so good. Like, she does such a good job with this. It's beautiful. Anyway, not even $2. It was marked $2. I paid $1 for this, which is criminal. Like, I feel like I owe her money. I don't know who bought this and fucking donated it. What is wrong with you? Sorry, I know I'm talking about this one a long time. It's gorgeous. I love it. She did such a beautiful job. Okay, let's see. Next up, let's do this one. This is another piece that I suspect had a matching coordinated matching piece. This is a shirt, but it's like a tunic length. It's got this belt, obviously. Look at all this, man. This is so cool. You've got these jump ring kind of things for the belt loops. This is, I think, the back. It buttons up the back. It's so freaking cool. So I imagine there was a pair of pants that went with this. So cool. But I couldn't find it. Wouldn't have left this behind. I mean, I would have been thrilled to find the pants, but obviously I was coming home with me regardless. I'm trying to see if there's a tag in here somewhere. And I don't think, oh, there was, but somebody cut it out because that's like the remnants of the tag. So this was $2.50. I can't even handle it. It's so good. It's so good. So cool. Ugh. And I'm gushing a lot about all these pieces today, but I am legitimately so excited about everything that I found. So, and I'm grateful because I need to maintain this level of enthusiasm to get me through all of these listings today. All right, this piece, this was $6. This is a 50s or 60s era piece, but it's also a little bit larger. I don't know that it's plus size because I haven't measured it, but so here's a close-up of that fabric. So pretty. I love this. And then you've got that full skirt. And then a little V in the back. It's got a metal zipper in the back. Metal zipper. I also looked for tags. There were no tags in this. This, like I said, was $6. And let's see if we can show you. First of all, I'm sorry. Am I not showing you the pieces long enough? Like, and it's darted at the bust and everything. It's got all these lovely little gathers at the skirt. This is like sheer fabric here. And then it's laid over, you know, this underneath. And then I'm going to show you some construction on the inside because that's always fun times, especially for these older pieces. So let's see. Just seams and everything. Right. Look at that. Look at how much fabric. Shein would never. I mean, hell, at this point, Free People in Anthropology would never be that much excess fabric on the inside. And there's that little zipper. It's so cute. I love this. And like I said, this was $6. It was not on sale. It's stunning. So I don't know. That might go into the witchy show. Not 100% certain yet. Okay, so I've got 3 pieces left. They are all fucking epic. I'll start with this one. This one I have to do some research on, but it was cool. All right, we'll talk about it. Hold on. Let me get it on this hanger so that I can show it to you. So here's this, right? It looks like a cute little mini dress looking situation. And then there's the back. It's got this lower scooped back. The hem is oddly sort of a thicker hem. It's a little weird. And it's shaped like, I feel like this will have a specific shape somehow once you put it on. I don't know if it's meant to sort of like, it's stiffer, you know, I don't know if that's meant to help with the shaping of the garment when it's on. This is sort of a stretchy fabric. It reminds me of almost like a swimsuit type of thing, athletic wear / swimsuit. I thought it looked very vintage, and I'll show you the tag. I was not familiar with this tag at all. I don't know if you'll be able to read it. There we go. So if you are not able to read that, first of all, it says made in, what does that say? Made in France. And it's Junko Shimada, and I may be butchering the pronunciation of that entirely. I looked it up, and this is a designer from, I think, Japan. And she's designed for Lady Gaga, which I thought was really cool. So it does seem like a much more expensive brand. I didn't see anything in eBay for this brand. And I looked it up on Gem, and I did see a couple of things that were higher priced, but like so many different things, nothing that looked like this. So I didn't really pay much attention because I just was trying to like figure out, once I saw that it sold for a higher price, I also was like, is this even vintage? And then I had to like Wikipedia it. I looked up just the name, and there was a website that came up, but it was all in Chinese. So I was like, oh, or Japanese, or I feel like it said Chinese, but anyway, and I couldn't get it. Like, you could click to have it be in English, but that wasn't working. So then I ended up going to like Wikipedia. Anyway, this does have some discoloration on there that I will try to get out. This is all polyester or something. Anyway, I thought that was really cool. I thought it was a fun looking piece. I thought it had a very 60s kind of aesthetic to it. It also sort of reminds me of like a 20s bathing costume in a way. But it's a dress. It's not like, you know. So I thought that was really interesting and super fun. And I was very excited about it, especially because, you know, this thrift store often prices up designer pieces. So I had that. I had the Nilly Latan today, which was a fun find. But also I'm always the most excited about the actual vintage stuff. All right, these last two pieces, I want to keep both of them, and I might. It's going to depend on what they look like on me. This first one that I'm going to show you is probably not super practical for me to want to keep. So it's possible that I will decide I'm going to keep it, and then I'll keep it for like, you know, whatever, like a month and then sell it. I don't know, but let me get this on a hanger for you so you can see how cute it is. It's all right. Look at this. So much. It's so cute. It's so cute. It's a robe. Look at how happy that is. Oh my God. And it's made by our good friend Loungies. I fucking love Loungies. Loungies makes the best stuff. So I love the print on this, obviously. The zipper is down this side here, or snaps zipper. I love that it's got this like little green velvety stuff going on. And then the other thing that's not set up at the moment, the belt. The belt goes in, there's a belt hole here and here. There's actually also an actual hole here. Gosh darn, I better keep it. No, that's not a hole, that's a fuzz. Damn it. Probably still keeping it. Sorry. Anyway, the belt goes in here. So on the inside, the belt is on the back, the belt is on the inside, and then it comes through the holes on the front, and then you cinch it right at the front of the waist. So it gives it this very like flowy look in the back, but then it's like giving you a waistline in the front. It's really cool. I love this so much. I'm very, very, very excited about this. I do not want to sell it yet. And it was $8. So even more justification for me to keep it. It was $8. I love it so much. It's so excited about this. I loved it. Look at this. Look at it. I mean, look at this like ruffle at the neckline. So cute. So cute. All right. Love it. And then the final piece, which I am like 8,000,000% keeping unless it looks hideous on me or doesn't fit me at all. And by it all, I mean like ever. If it's like a little snug, but maybe there's a chance that I'll lose weight to get into it, I'm probably still keeping it at least for a while. I love this so much. I was so stoked about this. This was $4 fucking dollars. This means that this was there long enough for it to go on 50% off sale. I don't understand how that's possible. I love it. I love it so much. Look at that. Oh, it's so fucking cute. It's so cute. I love this. I feel like this is where I have to make like my thumbnail, like, you know, but I don't like those faces that I make ever. So stoked about this. I love this. This is so pretty. So pretty. I don't think there were any tags in this. I don't see any. I didn't see any. It's so fucking cute. It's so cute. It like hurts. It's so cute. God. If all goes well, I'm going to be wearing this for my Whatnot show tomorrow. So adorable. It's got a piece of tape stuck to it. I love this so much. And it fucking $4. That's insane. Insane. So anyway, that's my little thrift haul for today. She just fell on the floor. I am so excited about all of this, which is good because I need that excitement to carry me through to like 4 o'clock in the morning to get all this work done. I appreciate you watching this so much. Let me know what your favorite piece was if you made it this far. I'm so stoked for all of these. So excited about it, which is really nice. So do me a favor, and if you liked this video, give me a thumbs up because it helps me out. Leaving comments, I always love your comments. I respond to everybody. And if you haven't subscribed already, I would also really appreciate if you did that. I just hit 1,700 subscribers, not 17,000, 1,700, because we're still real little, but that's so insane to me, even being at 1,700. Like, my mind is blown. And just, ugh. All right, anyway, I'm in a really good mood today. Thank you so much for watching this. I appreciate you, and I will see you again soon. Bye.